Yo, what's going on guys, hey Grouch here, bringing you a brand new video. Today we're going to be going over 10 references to Gurren Lagann hidden in other works. This is a series I've seen suggested in the comments of my past videos for quite some time, so I thought it was about time we covered it. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to smash that like button and subscribe. With that being said, let's get started. Also, do expect a few spoilers along the way. Number 10. Vivid Red Operation. In the third episode of Vivid Red Operation, titled True Strength, Akane, Ayo, and Momo are three girls transferring to National Shin Oshima School. The episode starts us off with Akane running late for her first day. As a result, she is unable to make her train and has to fly her way there instead. As she makes her arrival, however, she is given a pretty nasty greeting by no other than her soon-to-be rival, Wakabe Sagusa, who mistakes Akane as an intruder and ends up attacking her. This misunderstanding most likely was due to the fact that right after the two had made eye contact, Akane ended up throwing up a quick disguise, which resulted in her accidentally crash landing. But what disguise did she throw up? A pair of spiky orange glasses. That's right, much like the ones used by Kamina from Gurren Lagann. If you guys didn't already know, these glasses have become a sort of iconic meme over the years, so expect a few more of these type of references later in the video. Number 9. Arby's. Yes, you heard that right. Arby's, the second largest fast food sandwich chain in the US, has actually made a reference to Gurren Lagann in one of its ads. Well, sort of. The reference came from a tweet posted on May 20th, 2017, in which a cardboard cutout of Kamina's cape is shown right next to what appears to be some chicken fries? Either way, you have to admit, that's pretty cool. I highly recommend, if you haven't already, giving the official Arby's Twitter page a follow, as this isn't the first time they've made references to anime. Hashtag not sponsored. Personally, I've never eaten at Arby's in my entire life, mainly because I just haven't gotten around to it, but I do follow their Twitter just for these kinds of tweets. Number 8. League of Legends. So for this one, I want to bring your attention to a special character skin series known as Super Galaxy. This series features various League of Legends champions as galactic superheroes, many of which were apparently inspired by Japanese anime and manga. But the main one I want to point your attention to today is the skin for the character Rumble, which you can tell from just one glance was definitely inspired by Gurren Lagann. From the iconic orange glasses, to the red long cape, to the mecha suit with a drill. It's not just me that thinks this though, as majority of LOL fans also seem to be in agreement. I mean, just look at some of the comments I found, it's honestly super cool. Number 7. Little Witch Academia. In episode 18 of Little Witch Academia, there is a scene that seems to mimic the style for Gurren Lagann. In the episode, an event known as the Wild Hunt is making its way to the town of Blightonbury. After accidentally destroying her robot, sorry if I butcher these names, Akko offers her help to the silent tech genius Constance, who is planning on participating in the hunt. At first, Constance is reluctant to let Akko help her, as she often tends to work by herself. But Akko soon manages to prove herself useful by helping Constance gather the materials needed for building the mechanism she intends to use for the event. A giant flying battleship with the ability to transform into a mecha. Now, while I know this doesn't necessarily prove it to be a reference to Gurren Lagann on its own, there are a few things that point it to be legit. First, there is a close resemblance between the Grand Charian and the Genmen from Gurren Lagann, even going so far as including a drill, which as you probably know is pretty significant to the story's telling. Not only that, but if you look at the dates in which the episode was released, it lines up almost perfectly with the 10-year anniversary for Gurren Lagann. Given the fact that the studio responsible for Little Witch Academia was formed by former Gainax members, it's not all that crazy to assume this was intentional. However, one particular scene specifically has been bugging me, and it's the scene you see right here. I swear I feel as though this may be an exact copy of a scene from Gurren Lagann that I have seen previously, though since I haven't seen the series in at least a few years, I'm having a pretty hard time finding that specific scene. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but on the off chance I did see it and someone knows about this specific scene, I'd greatly appreciate it if you could tell me in the comments below. It's honestly driving me mad. Number 6. Boruto. So I don't know how many of you guys actually have been keeping up with the Boruto series at this point, as it's been nothing but a bunch of filler content since it pretty much came out. Myself, I was watching it pretty consistently at the beginning, but I sort of fell off. Although I have heard it's been doing a lot better as of late. But those earlier episodes, That being said, one particular episode actually made it onto this list, that being episode 8. After Boruto discovers that he does indeed carry a strange dojutsu, which at this time I don't think has even received an official name, he puts on a pair of silly pointy orange glasses, much like the one Kamino wears. Well, okay, he's actually copying a character from a movie that he had watched earlier in the episode, but hey, he even strikes Kamino's signature pose. I mean, that's gotta be worth something, right? Number 5. Hayate the Combat Butler. The reference can be found in episode 39 of Hayate the Combat Butler, and appears during the first and second anime eye catches. Yes, apparently that's what they call those transitional images between commercials. Who knew, right? During the first eye catch, Hinagaki and Nagi are dressed as Yoko and Simon, and in the second eye catch, Hayate is also seen wearing Kamina's glasses, while Nagi is wearing Nia's flower bow in her hair. There's not much more to say about this specific reference, although I did think it's worth mentioning that the mecha Shinon is piloting in the episode does heavily resemble Gurren Lagann.
Find out in part 2!
Number 4. Bakutu Test. Episode 5 of Bakutu Test features a pretty funny nod to Gurren Lagann, probably even the most unique on this list. The episode starts us off with the principal of Fumizuki Academy, Kaoru Todo, sitting in her office trying to decide what to do with several different objects she has laying on her desk, and in the end decides to set up a contest to stir up a bit of fun. After the students are put into groups, they all set out to answer various puzzle questions, which if answered correctly will reveal the X, Y, and Z coordinate of the prize location. I should probably also mention that the puzzle is multiple choice. Why does this matter? Well, one of the students, Akihisa, boasts about how good he is at solving these types of multiple choice questions. Want to know his method? He rolls dice. Kinda. He doesn't roll dice, but instead a special pencil which has a series of numbers on each side. Doing this and finding the XYZ coordinates points him to the sky, which reveals nothing, obviously, yet the group seems to carry on using this foolproof strategy. In one specific, only slightly exaggerated scene of Akihisa rolling his pencil, he actually references Gurren Lagann's signature drill breaker, just before shooting his pencil into the ground, only to have it drill its way back up.
Let's roll! Problem breaker!
Number 3. South Park. Now this one is probably the most recent reference to have emerged, having appeared in the last South Park video game, The Fractured But Whole. After the events of the first game, South Park The Stick of Truth, the children of South Park become role-playing superheroes. However, a falling out occurs over Carmen's planned film franchise, which splits the boys into two groups, with some calling for a civil war for them to make their own franchise. I think we can all see where this gained a little bit of inspiration from. Almost everybody carries a new superhero identity, one in particular that is rather interesting. No, not Super Craig, but Stan, who in this game is known as Toolshed. Well, there are actually a few links you can make between him and Gurren Lagann, ranging from the drill he uses as a weapon to some of his catchphrases to even his abilities. After doing a bit of research on the internet, it seems a lot of people are in agreement that Stan was most likely influenced by the Mecha series, which should not be all that surprising as anime references in South Park isn't anything new.
We advance a little further with each turn. That's how a drill works. For freedom and the...
Number 2. Samurai Jack. Now this one is a very interesting entry, and I actually found it pretty late in making this video. And that is that the endings for both of these series are surprisingly very similar. For starters, both series have a female love interest who are revealed to have been artificially created daughters to the main antagonist. Of course, both end up switching sides and helping the main protagonist, and they end up having major roles in defeating their creators. Not only that, but both eventually fade away forever as a result of their success. Oh, and did I mention this happened at both of their weddings with the main characters? Talk about bad timing. While I know everything is not exact, the connections I made honestly blew my mind so much, I couldn't resist adding it onto this list.
Jack,
What's wrong?
without a coup, I would have never existed.
No.
Number 1. Kill la Kill. I know a number of you guys are probably asking yourself, Gurren Lagann reference, where? How do I not know about this? Well, the reason for this is that they were pretty well hidden in a select few scenes. The first reference can be seen on the Goku uniform of Non. After transforming for her battle against Ryuko, you can spot a skull with black glasses on her left shoulder. This is of course a reference to the logo for Team Gurren Lagann. Another reference can be found in episode 15 after Satsuki corners Takarada and forces him to push a button that unveils his secret weapon, an anti-Goku uniform. However, if you're quick enough right as the mecha shoots out from under Takarada's feet, you can actually spot Buddha for a few short frames. Boda, I don't remember his name, but the little mole guy. Just before this video ends, I wanted to include one bonus reference found while researching this video that I thought was pretty cool. Though it's not a reference for Gurren Lagann, it's actually an Easter egg found within the show, though I seriously doubt I would ever cover it in a separate video, so I'll just add it in here. During the underwater battle that takes place in episode 12, you can actually see Squidward tentacles from SpongeBob make a brief appearance. It's only for a few frames, but still a really cool hidden gem. Let me know in the comments if you caught this one during your watch through of the show. And that's the end of the video, guys. Real quickly, I just want to remind everyone of the anime theme giveaway I'm going to be doing for 100,000 subscribers. If you haven't already, remember to subscribe and click the notification bell for whenever that comes out. I already have the giveaway items ready to go. I'm just waiting for you to send over the play button. They're really lagging it. Like, I'm sorry guys, I honestly thought I would have had it by now. Anyways, that's all I gotta say for this one. Click the like button if you enjoyed, and let me know what anime series you want me to cover next. But with that being said, guys, I will thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.